Hi everyone. Shoot. I wrote out stuff to talk about in this video, and now I just realized that I'm not sure where I put it. Because I just rearranged everything to make it, oh here it is, to make it like a better setup, because I had the computer somewhere else, and anyway, but I found it. I found my list. So yeah, I've been fighting with my computer for the last like 10 minutes trying to get it to work, to actually be able to make a video. I'm not sure what's going on. It seems to be having some sort of issues where it will every once in a while go to what I've heard referred to as the blue screen of death, and shut down, where like it means that there's an error, and restart. And I'm not sure what's going on. That happened when I last Friday made a video of me doing my Lovanec shot in the morning, which I can't, there's not usually the opportunity for me to do it because I'm someone who can't really make videos when anyone else is around, and Eric is usually around during the times when I do the shots. But he happened to be out like all day, starting early in the morning, so I took the opportunity to try to record the video, and it the computer had an error and shut down like right at the end of making the video, and it didn't save it. So yeah, so I'm struggling with computer issues, and that's frustrating, but anyway, we'll see. Hopefully this will work. So I have my list of stuff to talk about. I'm not sure how long that'll make the video, but we'll see. So first off, I wanted to mention that we're finally getting the 5 Awesome Limeys channel up and going. We're going to start next week, and so you should definitely check that out, and subscribe to that so you can make sure to catch the videos once they start being posted. And I will post a link to that channel in the box down underneath. So that's that. Excited about that starting. And then I wanted to show, I've been pretty proud of myself. So I am not a fan of PICC lines. It's not that I don't like central lines in general. I just specifically am not a fan of PICC lines because of where they are, because like it's just a pain. Like I'm much more comfortable with ports. Like that's what I've had more of. I'm able to do everything myself. Like they're hidden much better. It's just, I just prefer them so much more. So so I'm trying to accept that I'm gonna have this PICC line for the next, number of months. Most likely until sometime in February, and yeah, so I'm trying to make it work for me the best that I can. So for the last week or so, I've been working on figuring out nice ways of covering it. So right now I just have the standard ugly stocking cover thing, which actually, so the ones that I have gotten in the past have always been too small for my arm. I don't know if I just have big arms or what the deal is, but like I would be able to get them on, but then the top would always roll down, and it was just uncomfortable, and like it would be really tight and would leave marks, and it was just bad. So I happened to be at CVS picking up prescriptions a few weeks ago, and looked, and they had the small size, which actually says it's for like your hands and your lower arm. So like I could see that it would work if the PICC line was like here, and it would fit fine. But for upper arm, it's just too small. And then they also had a large size, which I had wondered if there was different sizes. So the large size says it's for like your leg, but I was like, well, it was like $6. I'll get it. I'll try it. I'll see if it works. And it's so much better for me. It fits my arm much, much better. I mean, it could be a little bit tighter. It's a little bit loose, but, but it works. And certainly after, about a day, it's pretty loose, and I need to get a new one, but after about a day, if I'm actually wearing it all day, I kind of want a new one anyway. So that's what I'm wearing right now, and that's what I pretty much wear overnight. But I have ordered some PICK line covers from an Etsy shop, which I'll also actually post the link to it, because it's a Lyme patient who makes them, and I think that's cool to support her. So I'll post a link to that. But I've also been kind of trying out making my own, because it seems like it shouldn't be that difficult. So the first thing that I found was a knitting pattern for making PICK line covers. And the pattern is actually for knitting in the round. I have not actually ever knit anything in the round, and I don't have a supply really of double pointed needles. So I'm just knitting it flat, and that's what I've done for stuff that is called for knitting in the round, is I just knit it flat and then I sew it up. So I tried one and it ended up being way too big, so I'm knitting another one smaller. So this is it so far. It's ribbed on the bottom, and then there's a section of regular knitting, and I'm going to probably knit it about that tall, regular knitting, and then there'll be more ribbing on the top, and then I'll sew it together. So yeah, so that's that one. So I'm kind of excited about that, and of course, like, that's not necessarily going to go underneath shirts, so I don't know how helpful these are actually going to be for the winter, but you know, it's just kind of fun. And then I went to Joann Fabrics yesterday to try to get some stuff to make some other covers. So first, I made this one that's just like a crushed velvety kind of fabric, and it's kind of stretchy, and it just goes over and stretches, and it's pretty basic. And I tried to make it tapered. I tried to make it so it's wider on the top and smaller on the bottom, and it kind of worked. And you know, it's just kind of a basic one. And then I tried to get fancy, or just, you know, whatever. So I got this fabric, which is butterflies and flowers, and it's brown and pink and white and stuff. And I put elastic. I sewed over elastic on the top and bottom, and I did it tapered, but it was easier for this one because I just made the elastic different sizes. So the bottom is just more bunched up, and it stretches more. So I'll take off the, yeah, I don't think you're really going to be able to see it. So anyway, so there's elastic on the top and bottom, and I found by looking online at different places that have PICK line covers, that sell PICK line covers, there was this one place that I don't think actually sells them anymore, but they have pictures online. And they have this really cool part of it on the inside. Theirs is similar to this with elastic on top and bottom and fabric, but they have elastic on the inside to be able to put the cap of your tubing in to secure it, which I thought was a really cool idea, because otherwise it's just going to be hanging around, like it could end up coming out, and it's just not secure. So I have 2 lumens, which actually I wish that they had only given me one, because I don't need 2 right now, although, you know, whatever. So I put 2 little holes. So what happens is, let's see if I can show this. So this is the top. So I'm going to take the lumens and put the head of it in, and then it just gets secured like that. And then, whoops, and of course it came out as I was trying to get the other one. So it goes in like that, and then the other one goes in, and then it just kind of secures them like that. And then I put that over my arm, and that's that. So yeah, I think I made the top a little bit too big and the bottom a little bit too tight, but I will probably make more and adjust that. I also used really thick elastic. I used an 1-inch thick elastic, So I think I would use a slightly thinner elastic, which would make it a little bit easier to stretch. But anyway, so that's that one. So I was really proud of that one when I finished it yesterday. And then I haven't made this one yet, but when I was at the store, of course, I had to look for penguin fabric. So I found this fabric. So they also had it in red, but I liked the green. So I'm going to make another one of this same style with the penguin fabric. So those are my pick line covers. And Sally New also has some extra ones that she's not using anymore that she said that she would be willing to send to me, which is fabulous. Like, I'm just trying to make this fun. As fun as it can be to have a line hanging on my arm. I mean, it's not fun. It's not fun, but, you know, whatever. You find the fun where you can. And I like being crafty, so it's nice to have these projects to work on. So of course now I'm at like 11 minutes, a little over 11 minutes, and I've gotten through like 3 of the things on my list. So I think I'm going to actually stop this video and make a different video with, and my computer of course is starting to act up, so I'm going to make another video for the rest of the stuff. So this is part 1, and I will make a part 2. So I will talk to you again very soon.